Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, reading on the Israel Hamas ceasefire. Breaking news was that Israel has approved of the plan. The article I was reading was that Hamas went dark. I don't know if they've approved it yet or not. This is Tuesday evening that I'm recording this. But the plan is basically to release 50 hostages who are women and children during a 4-day ceasefire. And the hostages will be released in exchange for a number of Palestinian women and children held in Israeli jails. And the start of the pause will be announced in the next 24 hours. Okay. My question is, what's the energy around this ceasefire? And, will it continue? Israel has said that they're going to basically reinitiate airstrikes and stuff like that after the ceasefire is done. But let's look at this humanitarian issue and we'll branch out from there. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, so what we've got is it's about to be initiated. They've gone past, they had the idea. Israel, again, has just approved it. And there's been a lot of planning that's gone into this. I'm assuming Hamas is going to approve this as well. What's the challenge here? King of Cups. Interesting. The U.S. is behind it. If this is representing Joe Biden, the U.S. is behind it. But I think really what it is how long will this pause, this humanitarian pause last? When I did a reading on Taco Tuesday with Marina, I got the vibe I was getting is that the pause would last 2 days. It's supposed to last 4. So I don't know if Israel or Hamas will honor the ceasefire past the second day going into the third day. And underneath it is this unreasonableness, this just insanity that's underneath it. It's like the sides either don't trust each other, they're watching each other, and something's going to happen. You know what the problem is? The folks in Hamas that are doing this and the folks in Israel who are in charge, they're both extremists. And that's just the simplest way to put it. I'm not saying Israelis are extremists. I'm saying the politicians are in there. Much like in the United States, we have MAGA who are extremists. If you can imagine, if the United States was, being run by MAGA, much like Israel has gone down that path, and, Mexico was attacking us, MAGA would be all ready to hit them with airstrikes and stuff like that. They wouldn't even think twice about it. And, it's just, they're spoiling for a fight. Israel is spoiling for a fight with Hamas. Hamas is spoiling for a fight with Israel. And so you've got these two extremist groups that are just spoiling to get into a fight with each other. And you're asking them to pause for humanitarian purposes for 4 days. I think you'll get 2. In the past is the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the offer for the pause. It'll be good for the health of women and children. We need to get them out of here. And then Israel would release some Palestinian women that are imprisoned in Israel. There's an exchange of things of value between the two groups. And to be honest, from a spiritual level, having a ceasefire is like the most valuable thing you can have going on here. Current situation is the government's. Israel has agreed to this. It's up to the Palestinians to agree to it, or Hamas. See, now here's where things get interesting. It's not like it's Palestine that's agreeing; it's Hamas that's agreeing to it. So you've got this non-state actor that you're in a state that you have to deal with. So there's complications with the government, but this is all the government negotiations for this ceasefire. The overarching energy is, going forward with this message of, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's pause. Well, this will be novel and new for both of us, where we don't take action to release young people, women and children, from one side to the other side. The lesson to be learned is the Queen of Swords, though. And this was the one that concerns me when you've got this card. When you've released the women and children, that seems to be, okay, first off, it's a reasonable thing to do. This should be cut and dry. Releasing women and children should, well, first off, they should never have been taken hostage in the first place, right? And this should have happened a while ago. My concern and the big sign with this is when you're dealing with extremists, what they might decide is they see an opportunity too good to pass up. Whether it's an airstrike opportunity or the ability to launch rockets at targets, somebody or both sides might just look at something and say, this is too good an opportunity. We have intelligence where Hamas leadership is, let's hit them with an airstrike type of thing. Or we have a bunch of Israeli attack helicopters on the ground. We can hit them with this strike when they're not expecting it. They're getting maintenance done. And we can blow up a bunch of those. In the end, the tower. Yeah, this I would be surprised if this ceasefire lasts all 4 days. After the ceasefire is done, all hell's going to break loose again. Airstrikes and stuff like that. 2 days, though. The message I was getting with Marina was 2 days, and I'm still getting 2 days. We will get about 2 days of ceasefire, and then somebody's going to bork up the process. Because they're being unreasonable. I would like to be wrong on this one. I'd like to see the ceasefire go for 4 days. I'd like to see all the hostages returned that are being returned. I'd like to see a permanent ceasefire and have all those hostages returned. And, folks can start negotiating things using diplomacy rather than bullets and explosives. Okay. What can you tell me about the ceasefire? Maybe I'll specifically ask the 4-carder. Will the ceasefire last all 4 days? Will the ceasefire last all 4 days? Some of these cards really want to stay on top. Yikes. Bunch of cards coming up. Not the least of which was the 4 swords, which would be a 4-day ceasefire. Let's see if that one pops up. I'm concerned that, again, that somebody looks at an opportunity and it's too good to pass up here. This card's going to be out here. All right. Well, will both sides honor the 4-day ceasefire? They could. The chains are loose around their neck. They can lift off those chains anytime they want. It's like neither side's going to feel bound to this ceasefire. I hate to think of a ceasefire as being the devil card, but I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can on this one. Again, this is just, you have extremists on here, and they feel like they're going to be chained to this ceasefire, but they can easily take this chain off. Huge disappointment and betrayal. Nope, somebody is, intelligence is going to come through, or attack's going to come through. There's a betrayal here. On day 3 of the ceasefire, something's going to happen. Yep. Something's going to happen probably on that 3rd day, after the 2nd day of the ceasefire. You've got some intelligence. Again, this to me is intelligence gathering. This could be, Hamas in tunnels, or they get some intelligence about Hamas locations and such. And, maybe they're torturing people, or they know where other people are. So, the Israelis may send special forces into the tunnels where their folks are told. But there's going to be a betrayal. This ceasefire will be broken. And we've got, I think this is willing sacrifices here. I don't think this is looking at something from a new perspective. And the new perspective could be they gain intelligence or spies. But I think some people are going to be willingly sacrificed. I think it's going to be Israel that breaks the ceasefire. They're going to find attacks of opportunity that they're going to take, and they're going to take it. All right, that could go either way, so I'll throw on that one. I'll throw a challenge card or little challenge reading if Israel or Hamas will break that. Not that it matters, because if one side if one side breaks it, they're both going to blame the other side, right? If Israel does airstrikes, Hamas can say Israel started, but Israel's going to say, oh, they shot at us, so the ceasefire was over, so we sent in bombers. That type of thing. The fog of war. Misinformation is everywhere. Okay. Let's do a challenge reading on, since twice now, at about day 3, I get that the ceasefire is broken. What breaks the ceasefire? And then we'll do it on either side. What's going to be the thing that breaks the ceasefire? The star. It's the calm after the storm. Again, I think it's just it's an opportunity. It's a golden opportunity to strike here. Now here's your women and children too. We'll read on that. Yeah, an opportunity's made. This could be exactly what they were hoping for, and a decision needs to be made on this. A ruthless decision. This is a golden opportunity. Now, if it's Israel, what's doing it? Chariot, are they the ones that break it? We've got the chariot. Things are going to grind forward. They're going to fight from advantage. Netanyahu's going to be center underneath it. And there's your willing sacrifice. Yeah, I think it's going to be Israel that starts this. And now let's see what Hamas is doing here. Hamas, I think what's going to happen here, Hamas does something quick. Israel does something slowly. Hamas does something quickly and rashly. Maybe they weren't being sincere with this. False night. Oh, there's your two of wands again underneath it. Yeah, this is where that 2 days was coming from. It's just a golden opportunity with these people. An opportunity has revealed itself. The side that takes it views it as a great opportunity. It's like, this is the best thing could have happened. Now for Israel, it'd be like nailing Hamas leadership. And let's go get them. We'll get them now. So they grind, they have a plan. They're going to go in there. This would be like the ground assaults. Netanyahu would order it because he knows that they'll do all right with the ground assaults, and they've got targets, and they're willing to sacrifice some people to get there. They got some intelligence, and they know where to go to get them. If Hamas was to do it, they would see an opportunity to strike, probably with rockets, something that happens really quickly. Again, they think that they're righteous and justice with this, probably because Israel does it. I'm guessing because Israel starts it first, and so they're going to be quick with the counterattack. They've been betrayed, and something was taken from them. The agreement wasn't honored. Now, is this Hamas isn't honoring the agreement? I think they're reacting to this. So I think Hamas reacts to an agreement not honored, and they feel like they've got the moral high ground with this one because the peace offering was a fake peace offering. Okay. So, again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this is not something that comes to pass. I hope it's a full 4-day ceasefire. I hope all the hostages get back. I hope everybody is okay. It would be nice if the ceasefire lasted longer than that. But that's not what I'm seeing with the cards, unfortunately. And it looks like it's going to be, if I had to guess, it's going to be Israel looking at intelligence that they've gathered and attacks of opportunity that they're going to take. We'll find out soon enough. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate your support. Thank you for everything you do to help feed the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to a wider audience, to new viewers to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful and hope to catch you on the next one. Take care.